Hope everyone's doing well on this Friday. It is December 4th, if you do not know. For those who do not know my voice, I am Aubrey. I am one of the admins on the page. With me today, I have Chris. He's been with us for a while now, and he is going to be our new comic guy. So say hi, Chris.
Hey guys. It's nice to kind of talk to y'all, hoping to get a better feel for how y'all are doing, what you guys are interested in.
Yeah. So excited for a great live sale tonight. You know, we have some pretty sweet books for pretty good deals. So hope everyone enjoys the selection. And so we'll give it a couple minutes for people to join in before we get started. If y'all have any questions, concerns, I mean, I know most of y'all know how this goes, but please let us know. You can private message us. I mean, any of that stuff. So, but how's everyone's week going? You know, getting back to normal. Last Friday was Black Friday, so let's see. Let's pull up my comments. Is the video lit on the screen?
It's going good. All right.
Sweet. Chris is going to be doing the comments for me today. Oh, here we go. I got the video now. Sweet. What's up, Lucas? Steven?
Good evening to y'all, too.
So, month of December already. For 2020 to be the crazy year it has been, it sure has flown by. Try to give it a couple more minutes. We're going to keep the same thing going from last week. I know Andrew was doing 30 to 40 seconds on each book. We're going to do the same thing today. So it's going to be pretty quick. So if we finish before the 2-hour mark, great. If not, like, you know, we'll have some great books for next week as well. So what's going on, Cecil? How you doing, brother?
Welcome in, Lance.
Yeah, what's up, Lance? Nice. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So, I will try to keep the tradition of reading it the way Justin did. So, next up, for $4, first book of the night, we have Wolverine number 87. This is the Gambit, and if I pronounce the names wrong, please forgive me. And if you know the pronunciation, please type out the phonics. But Kubert art. Put that a little high, so you know, readjust it. But pretty sweet book. There we go. Already got the first claim of the night going to Lance Walbridge.
Congrats.
Got
Lance.
this Wolverine coming your way. If you want to write Lance's name on there, here's a pen. Yeah. And we'll do that for each book. Sweet. What's going on, Shanna? And Tristan? All right. Sweet. All right, our next book is going to be for $3. $3. And that is Doctor Strange number 36, At War with Warlock. So, pretty sweet book. I know we definitely got some Doctor Strange fans on the stream, so don't expect this one to last too long. Sweet, got Lucas Shive claiming the Doctor Strange. So, but Shauna, thank you, Shauna. I should know that, but all
Can I do this one?
Yeah. So, Chris is gonna do the next book. So give me 1 second. So it's set.
Okay.
The way we do it is the price first, and then you read the name of the title. So it's Cadillacs and
Issues of the.
and
All
then
right.
you'll fan it out and.
Next up for $6, we have Cadillacs. I can't do writing on that. Listen, man. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs Blood and Bone set issues 1 through 3. It's got Cadillacs. It's got dinosaurs. What more do you need?
Sorry for those who saw, my phone has I put restrictions on it because I watched The Social Dilemma on Netflix, and I was just like, man, I spend a lot of time on social media, so I set myself to 15 minutes a day, but it does not work super well for work because, like I said, all y'all message me, so I don't see y'all's comments sometimes because of it, and then obviously just doing the live sell, it shut down my stream, so, but what's new with y'all? Y'all watching any good shows? I know the next episode of The Mandalorian dropped today. Please no spoilers. I actually have not watched any of season 2 yet. I am a binge watcher, and so I'm waiting for it all to come out, and so every time I see something I have to close my eyes and go la la la.
To be honest, I still haven't watched any of The Mandalorian.
So,
but I'm gonna eventually. I promise.
Sweet. And we'll go ahead and start a timer. Like I said, on the books, we'll leave them up for about 30 seconds. And if they are unclaimed by the 30, you know, we'll move on to the next book. The main goal of this is we want to get through all the books. That way you can see everything we have, you know. So, but here we go. And anything?
No.
All right. Well, I hit 30, so we are going to move on from this. If a book gets passed and is not claimed, y'all can private message me after the live sell, and we can definitely get those to you. So, see. I put a book at the back, and I'm like, we'll go ahead and, or actually, we'll do this one. Sweet. All right, next up for $10, we have Aliens Labyrinths set. So that's going to be books 1 through 4. So go ahead and give you a close-up on each one. Pretty tight. Definitely an Aliens fan growing up, but I will say I definitely go for Predator every time.
Also, seeing James and Jason asking about King in Black. For this week, I know that they released the first issue with, I think it's 7 different variants we have available here. And then kind of some tie-ins to that, we have Atlantis Attacks number 5, Symbiote Spider-Man book, if I remember correctly, and then a new number 1 called The Union that I myself am picking up.
So I have Joshua Hunt claiming Aliens. So good, congrats Joshua. We'll get that your way. And on the new King in Black, I will give a spoiler. It may make an appearance tonight, so definitely keep watching the stream. You know, if you need to keep refreshing it. But a King in Black will make an appearance tonight at some point. So spoilers ahead. Alright. Got another set coming up. Speaking of Star Wars. So, for $20, we have Star Wars Golden Age of the Sith set. So that's going to be books 1 through, it says 5 and 0 for the, I guess it's called a prequel, or I probably just butchered that, but 6 books in total, so 0 through 5.
You big into Star Wars, Hannah?
Sweet. Joshua's on it tonight. Got another claim for Joshua, claiming the Star Wars.
Hi everybody, it's Hannah. I'm just saying hi. Okay, bye.
There you go. That was our guest appearance for Hannah, for those who know who she is. To answer your question, James, that is it. I guess for y'all to decide. Like I said, I think we set some pretty sweet deals. And definitely try to be fair. So, yeah, we'll do that one. All right, next up for $6. $6. Have Spider-Man number 27 and 28. Something about a gun set. So.
Oh, it's Spider-Man with a gun, or something with a gun.
Yeah, something about a gun. Actually, I really like this cover art. I've seen it a couple times. I love the spotlight effect. I think it's super cool.
Lucas.
Yeah, and I got Lucas Shive climbing the Spider-Man 27 and 28. So, what's up, Adam and Richard? Seeing you guys. And shoot. Well, hi and bye, Phil. Glad you made a quick appearance. All right, we'll do this one next. Go a little off key. Oh, absolutely, Tristan. You know, as long as you give them the okay, that is absolutely fine that they pick it up. I'll be here tomorrow, so that is absolutely fine. So next up for $2, I have Woody Woodpecker number 109. And then Lance, who was nice and great, works at a storage unit and pulled all these books for me, so made my life a lot easier. And so he left a little note, so saying 1970, so I'm assuming that's the year this was printed. But there we go. We got Lance claiming Woody Woodpecker.
I wish there was a way for me to refresh my comments without having to go to the top of the page.
It should just load up.
It doesn't on my phone.
That is correct. All right. Let's go here. All right, folks. Next book. What's going on, Michael? How you doing, brother? We got for $5. $5. Spawn 18. So, all right. And I keep setting this a little on the higher side, so just got to make a little mental note for myself. Set it a little lower, but hey, we'll get through it. It's actually a ton of fun to be with you guys tonight. I was telling Christian, it's a little weird to be in the driver's seat because, you know, like I said, I was helping Justin co-host, so, but this is a ton of fun and definitely appreciate you guys joining and being a part of this. So, I have Tristan Lehner claiming the Spawn.
Very nice.
Yeah. But so what's new with y'all? Y'all watching any good shows on Netflix or like going anywhere fun for the holidays? I mean, Christmas is right around the corner. Do y'all do destination Christmases or what's going on with y'all? We'll do this one. All right. Next up for $9. $9 got Vampirella, set 1 through 3. So, and then we got certain artists who did different covers. So we got Amanda Connor who did cover number 2. So that is this one right here. Pretty clean. And then for cover number 3, that is a Campbell cover. So, show that off. Like I said, that is for $9. And I have Lance Walbridge claiming Vampirella. We'll save that one for the bed.
Yeah.
All right. Too busy correcting kids' papers. Yeah, I was about to say, for those who have kids, are they still in school, or are y'all having to do a lot of the, teaching and schoolwork from home? So, Michael, we want to, when we do the claim, make sure we do claim and the title, just in case there's, another book, which there's only one book at a time, but that way we know specifically what you're talking about. But nice. So next up for $25, I have Venom 25. It is the 1 in 50 variant. It's I'm probably going to butcher his name, but Zafino. For the artist, like I said, 1 in 50, super clean. Have it for $25. Sweet. Got Matthew Farnsworth claiming the Venom.
Very nice cover.
Yeah. That was definitely one of my favorite arts for the incentives when it came out. I mean, besides our own is super clean. Nice Cedric. Yeah, I still have not gone by In and Out. I was going to let some of the hype die down before I went. But the real question is, do you get your stuff animal style, both your burgers and your fries? Because if you don't, I absolutely recommend it.
What?
Animal style, so it's where they like toast the bun, grill the onions, it's like a Thousand Island sauce on it.
Okay,
But
I see where you're going.
It's the way to go. So, alright guys, next up for $16, I have the Incredible Hulk number 118, and it's Hulk versus Namor. So, and it is the first 15-cent cover price. So, there you go, right there. So, fun little mustard in the patties. I've never done mustard in the patties. My dad knows the way on the grill. We used to do like onions inside the patties, or cut some blocks of cheese and throw it in there. All right, I have Jonathan Cron claiming the Incredible Hulk.
Thank you.
But yeah, so
Can I read this one?
yeah. Here's the book I'm actually gonna put out. So these are all number 1, so it's not a set, it's just a collection of all the 5 covers.
Okay.
And that's a holographic. So Chris is going to do this next book, so I'm going to sit back for a second.
All right, next up for $8, we have Robin number 2, Joker's Wild number 1, set of 5 covers.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, for $8, and that is Robin number 1. And so,
Robin 2.
oh,
Joker's
Robin 2,
Wild number 1.
So
Yeah.
Sorry.
A little confusing, but...
Yeah. So, like I said, Jason, we want to make sure we specify on claiming the books. I know what you mean when you say the 8, because we do one book at a time, but it definitely helps specifying the title. I have Jason Cooney claiming the Robin 2, but in the future, like I said, let's make sure we're doing the title. So, let's make sure we're doing the title. Alright, there's that. You're all good, Jason, so. Alright. That's gonna do. Whoop. Sweet. Yes, I can do that. Next up, for $12, I have Robotech clone set, 0 through 5, and a special, so, which is number 1. So total of 7 books. So get that spanned out a little and drop it down. So try to cover that. Yeah. Hey, glad to have you back. I know that this time of year has been super hectic and busy for people, and so I definitely get it. So hey Thomas, so if you're talking about as far as claiming, you just type claim and then the title of the book. So for the specific book I have up, you could just claim Robo, and I know that you want the book.
Yeah, like claim Robo, Robotech, RC, just like something that lets us know that this is the specific one that you mean.
Sweet. So we'll give this a couple more seconds and then we'll move on. But nice. So looking at the comments, we talked about in and out. No destination Christmases. Nobody goes home, or well, I guess with COVID, I guess a lot of y'all aren't traveling.
Yeah, pandemic's definitely making it a lot harder.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's important to stay safe.
It is. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and move on. We're gonna go ahead and yeah, if you want to say it, you're more than welcome. There's so.
All right. So next up for $10, we have Venom number 11, the Watchmen homage variant by Dave Gibbons. Very cool. Just make sure it's all centered for you guys.
Nice, Tristan. I got a friend moving up to Fort Collins at the beginning of the year, and so I'll eventually make my way up there. But nice. What breweries are on the way, or should I check out? So sweet. And I have Tristan Lehner claiming the Venom. So this is headed your way, brother. And going next up for $5, we have Marvel Fumetti book. And it has Stan Lee, the great Stan Lee on the cover. Like I said, for $5. That is Marvel Fumetti, if I'm pronouncing that right. I love some of the titles they create. But
words are hard sometimes.
Super clean, super fun cover. I mean, has all the stars with everyone's name and all that. So. Sweet. I have Joshua Hunt claiming the Marvel Fumetti. So.
Thank you.
Alright. And here we go. Yeah. Alright, next up for $8. $8. Have classic Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. Like I said, number 1 and 2. Number 2 is the Boba Fett cover. So you got Boba Fett in the background, and then you have the slave one. Just mind blank tracking the Millennium Falcon. And so, for those who do not know, this is the 40th year anniversary for Star Wars, so super fun year. Alright, I have Murphy Trevor claiming the Star Wars. That is coming your way, brother. And we'll go here. All right, next up for $14. $14. I have Brimstone set. So that's going to be 1 through 7. Make sure I got it all spaced out. Boom. All right. Let's get a close-up of each one of these. You know, that way you can see what you're getting. But seems like an interesting series, so definitely. There we go. So it looks like I got Cisco Gonzalez claiming the Brimstone set. Thank you, Cisco. This will be coming your way.
All right. Next up, got a nice little collection here. For $20, we have the Fantastic Four 1 through 5 variant set. These are the Scotty Young variants, you know. Kind of pretty cute looking, very nice art style. Last one here even has like all 4 on the cover, so pretty nice overall.
Thanks, Tristan. Yeah, I'll have to, save these comments, but check them out. But nice. Well, I know I said this in the past. I kind of wish it shows the 25 people who are viewing. I would love to know who's all in here. I know some of y'all remain a little more on the quiet side, so Miss Lee, I have not heard from you in a minute. So you here in the room? I have brother, I'm going to pronounce your name wrong and I absolutely know it. Filomeno, claiming the books. So
Very nice.
next up, we got. Next up for $25. $25. I got Batman Dark Knight Returns #2, and it is the first printing of it. And this is a Frank Miller one. So show that off. Try to show the spine. Nice, James. We definitely appreciate y'all being with us. It's always fun seeing where everybody's from. Me, originally, I'm from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so I'll actually be going home for Christmas, so super excited to see my family. And then I have the great opportunity to go back in a week after Christmas for my sister's wedding, so going to be a busy end of the year, beginning of the year for me, but definitely super excited to see family and celebrate and all that stuff. So, especially, like I said, with this crazy year. So, all right. So, claiming Batman, I have Michael Thomas getting the Batman. All right. Next up, for $5, I have The Mummy. So, this is 1991. It is Dark Horse is the publisher, and it is a one-shot. So you're looking at it all, but super clean colors. I love the I would call that teal on the edge. Dude, it is amazing what artists can do, and just this is not a talent I will never sadly have. So, but.
So, Joshua, the Fantastic Four was claimed?
Yeah, by Filomeno.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Filomeno.
Yep. So. Alright. So we'll give this probably about another 10 seconds on the Mummy before we move on. So, go ahead and look at that.
Hey, Christian, how you doing?
Hey, Christian, how you doing, brother? So. No. Another Aliens book. Alright. Sweet. Well, we're going to move on from the Mummy. And next up for $8, I have Dark Horse Presents Aliens Platinum Edition. It is a one-shot as well, and Simon Bisley, I'm pretty sure that's a Y at the end, is the cover. It may be Bislett, but so, like I said, it is the Platinum Edition. Looking super clean. It looks like you got a little head right there on the tail. That is actually super clean. I really like that. So. Alrighty. Well, we'll go about 15 seconds on this book, so I'll go ahead and start looking for what's up next. Here we go. I like what I'm seeing. Absolutely. Sweet. I have Cedric Johnson, Claiming the Aliens. All right.
Cool. So next up for $8, we have Avengers Supernova Saga. This is the set of 1 through 3, which is Avengers number 301, 302, and 303.
If you can write that one for me. Now we'll give you a close-up on these. Let's show the people the books. There we go. Like you said, the Supernova Saga. So definitely probably something to look out for, especially with Phase 4 coming around next year. Definitely can't wait for that. Alright.
Also just nice to see like all the like little events that the Avengers have done in the past, because I know Empire wrapped up how long ago? Like a month or two by now?
Yeah, definitely. So, well, guys, we'll give this one about 10 more seconds, and then we will move on. So, let's see. Where are we going next?
So it's looking like Murphy Trevor has claimed the set. Very nice.
All right, congrats, Murphy. And absolutely, Tristan. That is similar to Maker's Mark. Ooh.
See, I'm too young to drink.
Yeah. For those who do not know, Chris is you're 17, right?
Yeah, I'm 17, turning 18 in April. So just working on finishing out my senior year right now. Just focusing on that, balancing it with some work.
Oh, yeah, Axe and Oak, such a great place. Dude, the Old Fashioned is seriously the best. Alright, so next up for $18, we have Symbiote Spider-Man number 1. This is the 1 in 25 variant, and Mr. Shaw is the artist for this one. So like I said, you got a 1 in 25 Symbiote Spider-Man for $18.
And as I was saying earlier, this is one of those tie-ins to King in Black for those that are interested. No number 1. So in store, I know we definitely have some left if you'd like to come in and pick that up. I know I myself am wanting to pick it up. Just trying to get a bit more into kind of the event and whatnot going on. Definitely nice place to start.
So I have Lucas Shive claiming the Symbiote Spider-Man. There's that. Or actually, we'll go there. For $3, we have Roadrunner number 30. And this is from 1972. So, getting a little bit of an older book on here. Super fun. Roadrunner, definitely a classic. Especially, I remember watching it as a kid. So, it is super fun to see those. Alright, I have Hassani Lily claiming the Roadrunner. There's that for you, sir. Alrighty. So, alright, next up for $6. $6. Gonna have the Wildcats Trilogy set. So, these are all Jay Lee art, I believe. So, and it looks like the first one is a, I don't know if that's a lenticular. It's definitely a foil. So,
out of curiosity, because I saw Lance mentioning how he still watches Looney Tunes with his kids, are they still making episodes for that? Because it's been a hot minute since I've been watching them.
Sweet. I have Richard Sandoval claiming the Wildcats. Sweet. Alright, moving on. We are going to have, for $8, The Amazing Spider-Man Chasing a Dark Shadow set. So, you know, 102, 202 for the story. And their book number is 503 and 504. And then they are the John Romita Jr. Arts. So, JR Arts. So, and they are featuring Loki. And so, super clean. And there you go. We got Loki, you know, in the background of this second cover. You recognize those horns anywhere. So, alright. Let me look. That one. I have sorry. I have Richard Sandoval claiming the Spider-Man. So that is coming your way, brother.
Alright. Okay, so are making new ones, but glad to see they're liking the old ones. Got good tastes for sure.
Alright. Next up for $18. $18. Got another set coming your way. It is Batman Broken City set. So 1 through 6. They are book numbers 620 through 625. So there we go. Looking at all those. Got the silhouette covers. Definitely like that. Of everyone. Alright. I have Richard Sandoval claiming the Batman set. Go ahead and show off the rest of those. Super clean. Yeah, he is. Alright. Let's see what else we can pull out of this box. Alright. Next up for $5. $5. Have X Factor 19. This is the second Apocalypse cover, and it is the first Horseman of the Apocalypse cover. So, there we go. Got Apocalypse in the background, Horseman in the front. So, like I said, X Factor 19. So, super clean. Alright, I have Cecil Perry claiming X Factor. And we continue marching forward. Alright. Sorry, that one was sticking to it. Alright. I know I don't want that one. So make sure I got the complete. There we go. Alright, next up for $16. $16. We have Millennium 1 through 8. So got a bunch of sets for you tonight, which is super awesome. I know for those who collect, you know, getting all the books at once, that is a deal right there. So, like I said, so Millennium 1 through 8 for $16. And let's see, we're going to go ahead and show them covers off to the best of my ability. But there we go. And so, showing them off. There we go. That one's pretty cool. Looks like they got what I consider tarot cards on that cover. And there you go. Each one a different title. So, teaching the dreaming for this next one. So, we'll finish showing these off, and then if they are not claimed, we are going to move on, have the Assault right here, and then finally the Ascension. There you go. So like I said, Millennium's set 1 through 8, unclaimed. And for those who weren't here earlier, if you're interested in claiming any books that have not been claimed during the live sale, you're more than welcome to private message us. And if nobody else has claimed the books, we can absolutely get those to you for the price we said. Chris is going to take away this next book.
All right, next up for $6, we have Batman number 93. This is the Francisco Matina variant. It's the Harley Quinn cover. Got looking like Harley Quinn in some Joker makeup, Joker mask.
All right.
Okay, and it's looking like Richard Sandoval. Congratulations.
Sweet. That book's coming your way, Richard. This next book will be super fun, so definitely have your keyboards ready, folks. I'm going to go ahead and give you a spoiler and a pre-warning. Have them keyboards ready. And to answer your question, Hassani, I don't know if I have any in the store. I actually will have one that I will put up at some point tonight. So keep a lookout for that. But the next book is going to be for $40. $40. And that is going to be Daredevil number 25. And this is the nullified variant. So if you did not have a chance to get Daredevil 25 this week, here is your chance.
And for those unaware, in Daredevil 25, we have Elektra debuting in her new costume as Moniker. Also briefly appearing as her new identity for King in Black. So big things happening in this issue.
Yeah. There we go. Have Dakota Wolf claiming Daredevil. So that is coming your way, brother. So.
Thank you.
All right. Moving on. All right. Next up, for $7, we're going to have Star Trek number 15. This is a Gold Key Publisher book, so there you go. For those of you who are Trek fans, definitely probably something nice to add to the collection. So, sadly, I did not grow up being a Trekkie. My best friend in college, his dad was one, so it's always fun going to his house and seeing like the shrine he had. But growing up, I've always been for Star Wars, so super excited with everything they're doing.
Yeah, I know for me, when I was growing up, my dad was really into it. And he actually had like a lot of the box sets of like the original trilogy, like remastered, like bunch of stuff for it. So Always kind of glimpse what was going on in the series whenever I'd come home from playing outside with my friends.
Alright, so we'll give this book about 10 more seconds and then we will move on. So, like I said. Alright, so next up, for $5, we have the Get Along Gang. So, there you go. And that is 1 through 3. And that's for $5. Check it out. I mean, if you have some kids and you're trying to get them into comics, you know, getting along is always a good thing, and definitely something I wish a lot more people did better these days. But there we go. So get along. It goes centered. But scroll through. Chris, you watching any Netflix series or any of that stuff? You know.
Most recently, my friends and I finished up a series called Kipo and the Wonder Beasts. It's a animated series, but it's just so good. The storytelling, writing, and without giving too many spoilers for the most recent season, they just really find a way to make you fall in love with all the characters, and they play with that super well.
Sweet.
So, highly recommend it for anyone out there looking for something to watch. And especially anyone with any kids. Like I said, it's an animated series. It's very kid-friendly, so nice thing to kind of watch with the family.
Alright. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next book. So our next book will be $3. $3. And that is going to be Green Hornet Annual #2. You know, published out in 1994, so year I was born, great year.
You watching anything on Netflix, Aubrey?
When it comes to Netflix or even TV shows, like I said, I'm watching, or will watch The Mandalorian, but dude, I always go back to my favorite shows. So I've seen The Office more times than I can count. When I was out, watched Avatar again for like the 3rd time, which is super great. I love rewatching shows because like it doesn't matter how many times you watched it, you always pick up on something new, and you're just like, huh, I didn't notice that the first time. Or especially like once you know the ending, it's always fun to rewatch. So yeah, so Avatar, Community, Parks and Rec. I'm a big comedy person. I love satire and sitcoms. Like growing up, loved The Simpsons. I think Matt Groening is a genius. Same with like Futurama. So that's probably why. If you know me, I'm a very sarcastic person, and it probably reflects a lot to what I watch. But alright, so no fans of the Green Hornet. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next book. Dude, Death Note is super bomb.
Ooh, yeah, you got me there. Okay, so next up for $4, we have Wolverine #1. It's the 3rd series, came out in 2003, with Greg Rucka being the writer behind it. Man, I haven't watched Death Note in a hot minute.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch that.
Just not the Netflix remake. Not that one. Alright, it's looking like Richard Sandoval claiming Wolverine.
Yeah.
Very nice.
There we go. Sweet. So moving on, next book. We're going for $6. $6. We have Venom, The Madness, #1. So super fun. Love what the artist did here of showing Juggernaut in the eyes. I really love when people like use reflection to like show background or show like that first eye view of what like the person is seeing. I had a friend do a blank variant for me, and she did the same thing, and I think it's the coolest thing. I love when people use their surroundings and place it into art. So, sweet. I have Murphy Trevor Claiming the Venom. So that is coming your way, brother. All right.
Ooh, it's textured too. Very nice.
Yeah. Next up for $25. $25. We have The King in Black, number 1, 1 in 25 Super Log variant. This is super clean. I love how they have all the arms like coming off him, and freaking got the symbiote tongues and all that. Like, this is honestly, out of all the ones I've seen, definitely one of the arts that I would consider my favorite for the book. So, sweet. I have Lucas Shive Claiming the King in Black on mine. We'll go with mine. Sweet. That is coming your way, Lucas. So, got that going. Alright, folks, making a pretty good chunk through the box. We are about at the halfway mark. So next up for $12, I have Strike Force set 1 through 5, and then 2, 3, and 4 are a connecting cover. So that is super fun. So let's see that. All right. Wish table was a little longer, but we'll go ahead and try to get the connecting cover up there so you can see 2, 3, and 4. And then, like I said, we have 1 and 5. So that is a set there. Sadly, that is my only King book I am putting up this week or today. Maybe we'll have some more in the future, so definitely, always try to check us out. And I agree, Edward, like, dude, that variant's so good. Like, GL Season 2. But, so, we'll give Strike Force about 10 more seconds on that one, and then we will move on to the next book. So, and if y'all get hit some GL, Season 2, GL. I'll be honest with you, James, I am blanking on GL and what that could stand for. My mind goes Galactic Legends, and I'm like, I know that is more than likely not what that stands for. And that's mainly because I play Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, and so that's what we use that abbreviation for. I'm sorry to hear that, Jason. But we'll see you next time. Hopefully there's better luck next time. So, Green Lantern. Alright. I'll see what I can find for coming up, James. So I'll keep that in mind. So, alright. Moving on. Sorry to hear that, Jason. There we go. And you can take it away, Chris.
Yep. Next up for $4, we have Spawn number 78. Let's see. Very clean looking cover here. Got Spawn hunched over this poor dude. Alright, it's looking like Tristan Laner, congratulations. Go ahead and set that aside for you.
Good night, Steven. Thanks for joining us, brother. So, the time we were at 6:34. So, we'll probably go till 7:15 tonight. I know we got a little bit of a late start, so I'll give us a little bit of time over 7, but we'll probably try to shoot to wrap up 7:15 Mountain Standard Time. Let me be specific on that. So, next up for $9, I have Batman Cacophony set. So we got 1 through 3 right there. This is Kevin Smith was the writer of the series for this one. And this came back out in 2009. So there we go. And sporting all the Iron Lion colors. Got that black, red, and white to give you that contrast. Here we go. Looks like we got Batman hanging by his feet in this last one in a straight jacket, you know. So. Alright, I have Paul Coelho claiming the Batman Cacophony. That is coming your way, brother. Alright, you got this next set? There we go. That actually needs to have a number on it.
Yep, okay. Next up, for all the Star Wars fans out there, we have, for $15, Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, Dark Lords of Sith set, numbers 1 through 6. Let me just go ahead and make sure that these are all here. So for the first one, right here, very nice, very nice. Just kind of moving along, showing off the covers.
Like I said, I haven't watched season 2 yet, so I know the first one people want to say said it ran for about an hour, but I do not know what the actual run times are. So I'm hoping for good things. I hope I don't have the same feeling of like being gypped or like short sold, but I definitely hear they're doing some cool things during it. So, but that's the real question. All right, Jedi or Sith? Like, which faction do you go with?
Ooh. I do not know enough about Star Wars to answer that question.
My personal take, growing up, I was always Jedi, and it wasn't until I got into college and, like, you know, I actually switched. I was like, you know, the Sith makes sense. I mean, I'm not saying I'm pro-Empire, but I'm just like, you know, for the most part, it actually did cause peace. And if you think about the Rebels and the Resistance.
Like, I think another thing with the Jedi is because, like, they were, like, very, like, kind of, like, preaching, like, peace and, like, kind of stuff like that, pacifism, right? I'm not, like I said, I'm not entirely sure, but from what I've seen from the movies, it seemed like that's kind of what they were going for.
So,
I won't.
Yeah, I got you. Be out of here.
Yeah.
Alright, catch you later.
Good one, Chase.
Alright, so we will go ahead and move on from this one. There's that. Next up, for $5, we have Simpson Comics and Stripes, number 1. It's the first Simpsons in comics. And this one is coming polybagged with a poster, so you're getting a poster along with it. So, but there you go, got the Bartman on the cover. There we go, Hassani, we got the Simpsons comic coming your way. And I totally said Stripes, that's comics and stories.
Mm-hmm. So what would be the like a basic rundown of the ideologies of the Jedi and Sith?
I mean, you have the tenets, and I can't quote the Jedi off the top of my head. I used to know these. I know the Sith is like passion leads to strength, leads to it helps like seeing it in order.
Okay.
I'm like, I know it, but not enough to quote it. Nice. All right, next up for $10. $10. I have Spawn 312. This is the McFarlane Emergent variant. It was I want to say 1 in 10 is the incentive number, but like I said, Spawn 312. McFarlane Emergent variant for $10. We'll go ahead and move that down a little. And you know what? We'll go ahead and show it off since I picked it up. But yeah, and then the Jedi, I mean, oh, that's gonna drive me crazy.
It's the something leads to. I know it ends with like leads to suffering, yeah, because they quoted it in the movie.
Not for the Jedi. They have pretty much used the same words, but in a different order as the Sith Creed.
Oh, okay, to kind of show like a duality between them. That's cool.
If memory serves me right.
Okay, it's looking like Nicholas Tongue claiming Spawn.
Dude, what's up, Nick? How you doing, brother? All right. So next up for $20. $20. I have The Brave and the Bold, number 74 from 1967. So, like I said, don't just stand there, you metal kooks. Batman's getting clobbered. There you go. So I got the Metal Men with Batman. So, there you go. Anybody reading the current Metal Man series that is out? Alright, I have Paul Coelho. Are all Sith evil? Sith is an ideology. I wouldn't consider all Sith evil. They are probably a any means necessary type of ruler, but I mean, and typically they display their power, but I mean,
so
like I said, if you look at like, yeah, I guess it's what you define good and evil as.
I think it's more so that it's just they're very extreme.
Well, the Jedi would be considered extreme as well.
Yeah, exactly, and that's kind of what I'm going off of is, I don't think it's necessarily that like Jedi are good, Sith are evil. It's just that I think they're at the end of two extremes, and the closer you get to each one, I think the closer it's going to seem to being more good and evil.
All right. Richard, if you're having issues with that, I know what people typically try to do is close out the video and reopen it. We do know it's an issue, but it's, you know, one of the sad parts about streaming. We do everything on our end to give the best quality stream. So hopefully that works for your brother.
Yeah. Now I think personally that the most interesting stories are told from the sides of the villains.
There you go. James put the Sith, I call it a creed, up for those who are not familiar with it. Alright, so for $12, since we are talking about Star Wars, $12, I have Classic Star Wars Return of the Jedi #1. This is the Adam Hughes cover, and this one is polybagged and comes with a card. I don't know if the card's in the back. Wanted to see real quick.
But yeah, I think
there you go. And got Princess Leia on Jabba's yacht. So I got R2 on there as well.
But I think the best example I can think of that like I know is in Avatar, the Fire Nation. From their eyes, is what they wanted to do was just share amongst the world what they viewed as a perfect nation. Obviously, that eventually led down a path that was very evil, but I think at the very least, understanding like where the villains are coming from is a very interesting storytelling device.
I have Shauna Walbridge claiming the Star Wars. And absolutely what James said. Like, dude, Darth Maul, like, the first time I saw him in The Phantom Menace as a kid, I was just like, this is the coolest guy ever. Like, dual lightsaber. But even, like, after, like, The Phantom Menace, like, watching the Clone Wars and, like, reading the backstories, and even, like, when they tied him in on the Solo movie, like, the dude has had an interesting life. So, huge fan of Darth Maul. All right, next up for $6. $6. We have the amazing Spider-Girl, number 25. It is a variant. It is the Saul Bashina variant. And again, I apologize if I pronounce these names absolutely wrong. But go ahead and show that off. Super clean. This is actually the first Amazing Spider-Girl I have personally seen, so that is super fun. And it looks like all the same variants. So you got Green Goblin. I'm not sure on the other two names. I want to say one of them's the Shocker, but I'm not sure on the other one. So, definitely super fun. Dude, same. I was so ready to see the Knights of Ren in the final one, and it's like they got 2 minutes of screen times and just like didn't even really present a threat. It was just like 2 minutes of just watching them get chopped down, and I was just like, this is painful. So definitely not a fan of the newest three, which is super sad. Because I am such a huge Star Wars fan. I wish they would have done things differently, and I definitely feel like the last movie they were getting on a better track, but I felt like it was rushed. And so, all right, gonna give this book a couple more seconds, and then we're gonna move on.
So, what would you say is your favorite Star Wars movie then?
Favorite Star Wars movie? Ooh. I know everyone says The Empire Strikes Back, which definitely is up there. Obviously, because of my age, I gotta watch them chronologically. So I watched them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will say my favorite is actually Revenge of the Sith, number 3. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of Hayden Christensen, but the movie, the fighting changed so much from 4, 5, and 6 when it came to like dueling with the lightsabers, and then I mean just watching Order 66 get carried out, like every time I watch it I'm just like, dang, like it is just crazy. So
also can't forget about all the memes that were made for the battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Alright, next up for $10, I have Jumbo Comics number 156. This is from 1952. Looks like we got a little bit of a blemish right there. So, definitely seen a little bit of better days, but hey, for something from the 50s, still has some pretty good color on it. So, like I said, and for $10. Yeah, the duel between Anakin and Obi-Wan, like, when you understand their relationship, it's just heartbreaking. And I think I really enjoyed the Clone Wars because I honestly feel like it goes into their friendship a lot better. Because, I mean, when you watch, I just watched episode 2 the other day, and he complains so much about Obi-Wan, and it's just like, Clone Wars does a little bit better of like showing their friendship and their brotherhood. That's even more present.
Especially because in the movies they do the time skip over all that, so like being able to see that kind of gives you a better idea of not only what happened in between, but like you were saying, just better understanding what's going on.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on from this book. And then, nice, Cisco. I hope she enjoys it. I mean, like I said, they're classics and like super fun.
Also, a little confession to make. I actually have yet to see the Clone Wars.
Dude, watch Clone Wars. I actually enjoyed Rebels. Don't get me wrong, when they do the animated series, there can be a couple of kiddie episodes, but for the most part, they're super well done. Alright, guys, next up for $12, I have G.I. Joe number 219. It is the Snake Eyes action figure cover variant. We actually have this book out front as well. It is graded. This one is not graded, but it is still in pretty great condition. So if that is something you are considering to do with these books, this one is actually very clean on the front cover. And even the corners are in great condition. And I mean, it's Snake Eyes. Who doesn't like Snake Eyes? What if... There we go. Yeah, there we go. Dude, I love it when we throw those up there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know I'm looking at the number of viewers, and I know we're getting a little lower and dwindling, so like I said, I was shooting for 7:15, but if we keep dropping, I definitely know it's getting late on y'all's time, so like I said, I'll try to keep that in mind, and if we need to finish a little early, we'll finish a little early, but we'll go ahead and move on to the next book. So
Thank you, sir. Okay. So next up for $5, we have Walt Disney's Jungle Book. This is the 1991 shot. It's a necessity for any Disney lovers out there.
there you go. I like what you did there. Very necessities. Well, Murphy, appreciate you jumping back on, and then Rogue One. And that's what got me so excited. Like, they did Rogue One, and I was just like, okay, there's a chance for them to do like the new ones super well, and and I get that. There's creative differences, and it's hard to like hit everything 100% every time, and especially to like fans' interpretations. But they, like I said, for at least season 1 of The Mandalorian, I watched they were doing a great job on it. So I'm super excited to watch season 2. And dude, I would love an Obi-Wan story, like Vader story. Like, I would love for them to do like spin-off TV series with like some of these people. And my biggest thing, I would really love for them to dive into the Old Republic. I know they got a new, I believe, comic book series coming out featuring the Old Republic, but dude, that is such a fun era, so.
All right. Congratulations to Shauna Walbridge on the Jungle Book.
All right. So next up, for $8, we have Trouble Magnet set, 1 through 4. So, like I said, yeah, $8. Display those off. Can't say I know too much about the set or the book. It is a DC publishing. Nice. It looks like they do a little bit of everything. Awesome. It looks like I have Cisco Gonzalez claiming the Trouble Magnet. Alright.
Okay. So, next up from Topps Comic, we have, for $10, Jurassic Park, This is a set of issues 1 through 4. They're polybagged with little cards in them, so for any Jurassic Park fans out there, definitely a nice find.
Super fun.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who do not know, Topps also does sports cards. They have the licensings for baseball, so super fun seeing how distributors, jump into other things. So yeah, the fact that we have Topps Comics as a publisher, definitely a collectible here. All right, I have Murphy Trevor claiming Jurassic Park. That is coming your way, brother. And that being said, I know Andrew said it last week, but if you don't already follow us on our other pages, we do have 2 other pages. We have the Iron Line Breakers, that is primarily sports cards. And for those who do not know, Prism football dropped today. So definitely, if that is something you collect, definitely check out our Breakers page, because we want to help you out and hopefully getting the product or getting into a break. It is a gamble, it's not a guarantee, but it's a very hot product right now, so definitely check out the Breakers page. And if you're into Magic or Pokemon, check out our guild page. We have some breaks going on there. We have one of our new employees, CJ, helping with the breaks, do the breaks, so definitely give it some love.
Yeah, just earlier today, didn't she do 2 breaks for Vivid Voltage, and someone pulled one of the VMAX Pikachus?
Yep.
Which was very nice.
There we go. So, next up for $4, we have the Batman Riddler, the Riddle Factory, and this is a one-shot. So, let's see who we can get this book to. But I will say. Well, so we got King in Black is a new series coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Anything going on in DC?
Ooh, trying to think. Right now, I think it's really just Dark Knights, although they did start doing Tales from the Dark Multiverse. I know something for Wonder Woman came out for that recently, which seems to be a pretty nice item to have. And then a while back, it was Batman Hush.
Yeah. Nice. So, alright. Well, we'll go ahead and give this one. Yeah, as I say, I know Batman Catwoman came out this week. And that was number 1. I know that's a Black Label.
Completely forgot about that.
Yeah. So as I say, I know they're doing a lot with Batman right now.
Yeah.
And I know they canceled a majority of their other titles.
Because recently, didn't Joker War end? Because I know Punchline came out a while back.
Yeah.
It's kind of tied to that. Oh yeah, the other history of the DC universe, the big magazine cover.
All right. Well, we will move on to the next book. Let's do another one. We just did a Batman book.
Yeah.
There's that for you. Nope. Actually, we'll do this one. All right. Got another 2-part set coming up for $5. $5. We have Predator, The Bloody Sands of Time, and that is 1 and 2. And that is super fun. I will say the second cover gives me a, oh my goodness, what's the science book? It's not the end of the world. Is it World at War?
For what again?
Oh my goodness, guys, my mind's blanking so hard. The second one, because of the light and the way the deal is, it reminds me of, it's a sci-fi book, and they've done a movie adaptation of it as well. I think it's War of the Worlds, but I'm totally blanking on the title. It's where aliens invade and all that.
I think so, but Not entirely sure.
It's a classic book, and I can't believe I'm blanking on the name. That is actually super sad. You know, at the ripe age of 26, guys, I'm not gonna lie, my memory feels like it is definitely getting worse. And so, you know, this is.
I'm 17 and can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, so don't feel too bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to now look that up. That's gonna drive me crazy. But like I said, you got Predator, The Bloody Sands of Time for $5, 1 and 2. So we'll give that 10 more seconds, and we will move on.
I hear Sands of Time, and I'm just reminded of
Prince
Prince of Persia. Yeah, Prince of Persia, Sands of Time.
Yep.
Because grew up playing that with my brother, and then I remember when we unlocked the code for the original Prince of Persia to play in the game, and like, whew, many a nights playing that. Fantastic game.
All right, we will go ahead and move on. So next up for $3, we have X-Men number 58, Gambit versus Magneto.
Ooh, very nice.
Which that one's super fun. Printed in 1996. Yeah, both of these heroes and villains, super fun. Growing up, my cousin was a huge Gambit person. For those who know Steven absolutely loves both Gambit and Magneto, so I'm sure he would love this. All right, I have Shauna Walbridge claiming X-Men. That is coming your way. All right. Next up for $7, we have Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 43, and this is the Del Auto variant. So, show that off. You got, it looks like, I would assume, Peter tearing off the black symbiote suit, it looks like.
Okay. It's looking like Richard Sandoval has claimed.
Yeah, I got Richard on my feet as well. So that is coming your way, Richard. Congrats. And what time? We're at 7. All right. We'll give it 10 more minutes. We'll go. Yeah. All right. Next up for $5. We have Wolverine Annual 95. So this is Wolverine, Nightcrawler, and the Silver Samurai. So, and then it looks like Lair of the Nigiri. I'm trying to. Super clean. I was trying to see if I could spot the Silver Samurai on the cover, but I just see Wolverine and Nightcrawler. So. Alright, I have Richard Sandoval claiming Wolverine 95.
Okay. So, next up, for any Michael Bay fans out there, Transformers, we have, for $7, Transformers Galaxies, number 9. It's a incentive cover, which, is it saying? Which one? Because I'm not seeing any notes for...
It's just the retailer incentive.
Okay.
That's just the name of it.
Wasn't sure. Bro, I haven't watched Transformers in so long.
Alright, so.
But still probably just a lot of cars, a lot of Transformers, a lot of explosions. At least for the movies.
Yeah. I never watched the animated Transformers or like any of the series. I only watched the movies that You know, like you said, Michael Bay did. I remember watching the first one and I was just like, man, this is the coolest thing. And then I watched 2 and I was just like, eh.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit the same. And then, yeah, by the time 3 hit, I was just like, one, I was a huge fan of Ironhide, so once they killed him off, I was just like, well, this stinks. And
I've always
then
been
all the movies after that were just meh.
Yeah. I've always been a big Bumblebee fan, so when they released a movie for that, I was pretty happy about it.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next book. So for $8, I have Defenders number 20. So we have Doctor Strange, Hulk, and the Thing on the cover. And then there you go, the Thing saying his trademark. It's clobbering time. There you go. And then I could totally be wrong, but I also think that might be Valkyrie on the cover, but I absolutely could be incorrect. Alright. Well, we'll give this one again a couple of seconds and we will move on. So. Yeah. Alright. Like I said, we'll go ahead and move on. And like I said, guys, if any books were not claimed tonight, if you are interested at a later time, you're more than welcome to message us and to see if we still have it. And if we do, we can absolutely get that to you. So, alright, next up for $4, I have G.I. Joe 250. This is cover B with the female Snake Eyes. So, there we go. And then have her run it on top of a ton of Cobra agents. So, anyone here a big G.I. Joe fan? I know they had the movies come out like
A long time ago.
yeah, I was gonna say it has to be before the 10s.
Yeah, because I watched that back when I was in elementary school.
Yeah.
So, at least 7 or 8 years.
Yeah. I'll say I personally never got into G.I. Joe, but like I said, big Community fan, and so sadly towards the end of season 5, which in season 5 Community kind of starts falling off, they do a G.I. Joe, more or less mock episode, and it's super fun. So every time I see this, it just makes me think of that episode. But we'll go ahead and get a couple more books in here tonight, and then we'll call it a night. Go ahead and move on from that one.
Yep.
All right, we have $4. Conan the Barbarian, annual number 3. Also starring King Cole.
Anytime that I'll mention Conan, Dad brings up an old series. Don't know if anyone's heard of it. It's apparently called Gru, which was kind of like a parody on it. But I never really got into it or the parody, but apparently my dad was, so it's a nice little thing to know about.
All right. Well, we will go ahead and move on. Yeah, we're going to do that one.
Okay. Next up, got a bigger one here for you. For $40, we have Brave and the Bold, number 68. It's Batman and Metamorpho. kind of look below comes Bat Hulk. Ooh. Very nice. Looking pretty clean overall.
Yeah, looks like he got his trademark villains in the back. Riddler, the Joker, and the Penguin.
Yeah, a few members of his Rogues Gallery.
I will say this is a very interesting cover. It's always interesting to like see old arts, and I don't know if it's because he's versing Metamorpho. It's changed the way Batman looks, but I will say he has some shoulders on him in this cover.
And not a dumb question at all, Lucas. So, for the older comics, they were a bit bigger. So it started with Golden Age, which is going to be the biggest you'll find, and then Silver to Modern, and they just gradually shrunk in terms of width. So it's not necessarily why the older ones are bigger, but I think more so why they keep getting smaller.
When we do the pricing on these, we do take in condition of the cover of the book. So it's a little hard to see on the camera, but I mean we take look at the spine, and so the spine on this one is super clean. There's no cracks. The entire cover's in paint. You only have a couple of color breaks up here from bends, but overall, I mean, for the condition, this is actually in very good condition. And like I said, we try to price everything, fairly and accurately. So absolutely, if you ask us, it's worth $40. But yeah. So we will go ahead and move on. Let's see, we're at 7-Eleven. Try to get 2 more books in. Yeah, we'll end it with that. So we will do this one next. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Next up for $15. $15. I have Marvel Movie Showcase #1, Star Wars.
Back on the Star Wars train.
15. This cover art's super interesting. Usually you see Vader with, the black eyes, but the artist chose to give him red lenses in his helmet this go around, which is good. I mean, it definitely makes him pop, and I mean, it looks like you have the Death Star exploding behind them. It's also interesting. You have what looks like Luke and Old Ben both holding red lightsabers versus their, traditional, blues. So, all right.
Looks like Amy Harrison has claimed Star Wars. Love the profile picture, Amy. Very nice. Which I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah, Ami.
I got this one.
Sweet. Alright, guys, so we're going to go ahead and do our last book of the night. Chris is going to take that one away. But just wanted to go ahead and prepare y'all for the last book of the night.
Okay, so last up for $5. $5. We have crossover #1, the 1 in 10 Johnson variant. So up on the cover here, you got the main character of the series. I have yet to read this, although I have it sitting in my room somewhere, kind of going through a short box with someone sitting next to him, flipping through a comic in this nice post-apocalyptic background.
Awesome. So it looks like I have Tristan Laner claiming crossover, which I will say I should read this series. I know everything that Donny Cates touches, turns out super well. So we got that coming your way, Tristan. But I just wanted to say thanks for joining us for another live sale, guys. We absolutely appreciate y'all. Hopefully we're able to do it again for y'all next week. Me and Chris. I don't know if Andrew will take it back over, so we might do musical microphones for the time being, but we'll definitely always get you taken care of and all that stuff. So everyone have a great week, and I believe we're going down to just Fridays, so we should see you next Friday. If y'all need anything in the meantime, you can send us a private message. Both me and Chris are admins, and we can get anything taken care of for you. Also, if you're new to the group and you claimed something tonight, please send me a message with your mailing address and an email address so I can send you your invoice and get these books to you. So, like I said, appreciate you guys. Love all y'all. Have a great week.